So Luke, how's things going heading into the open air game on Saturday night?
Yeah, it's been good. Good week of practice. Obviously, looking forward to another sellout, and then obviously the open air game. There's a lot of outside noise, but for us, we're kind of focusing on just another basketball game. Obviously, it's a good opportunity to get a win going into Christmas, and we want to give the fans a good show as well. And go into Christmas feeling pretty good.
You haven't ducked out to an outdoor court this week and shot with some kids or something just to get your shot in?
I have not, but yeah, my mate flew in last night, so yeah, I might have to get that done today.
I was just going to say, mate, Perth have started to come good. They've started to really find their stride. You guys are flying on top of the ladder. It seems like it's going to be a pretty significant game come game night.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like everyone sort of knew that every team goes through a rough patch, and it just happened to be that theirs was at the start. Now they're kind of getting their feet in the right direction for sure. So obviously a lot of outside noise, like I said, but for us we're just kind of focusing on, just like every other game, just another basketball game.
You've done so well in getting, fitting into Melbourne, finding your marks, and at Cleveland out here last week, I believe, or recently. What sort of feedback did you get from the Cavs about how your progress is going?
Yeah, nothing too out of the ordinary. Obviously, just keep it going the way it is, and yeah, the team that's been assembled is obviously, we knew it was going to be pretty good, but yeah, everyone sort of knows their role, and when you go out there, you just play as hard as you can, knowing that the next guy up is going to do the same thing. So yeah, we're finding that's been pretty good for us, the depth, and we're just going to keep it going.
Do you feel like you're tracking your progress is where you want it to be, and obviously you came over here for to really battle harden you, I guess, for an NBA chance? Do you feel like you're on the way to doing that?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like the coaches are doing a good job of staying on top and making sure that I'm playing my hardest and getting the extra reps that I need. So that's everything that I wanted coming over here, and really enjoying it.
In terms of the Cavs last week, I mean, what sort of discussions do you have sort of with them, and how is that process going? I mean, sort of, it's not a bizarre arrangement, but it is an odd one. You've almost got two teams you're playing for at the same time.
Yeah, obviously it's a pretty unique position, but also a good one for sure. But they do a really good job of sort of letting me do my thing out here, give me little bits of feedback here and there. But it's really just been keep doing what I'm doing, and then once the season ends, we go from there.
Yeah, you feel ready?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I'm always going to say that for sure. Like, everyone will say they're ready for stuff, but yeah, it's something that I've been working towards for the last couple of years. So definitely.
Do they have any dialogue with Dean, or is it a matter that he obviously can use you in whichever way he wants, or do they sort of say, maybe we'd like to see this from you? Or?
I mean, yeah, they could, but I don't think they would. Obviously Dean's done this a long time and is putting me in the right positions, and just like everyone else. So yeah, I feel like they sort of put that trust in Dean, and it's working right now.
You've got that tattoo, patience, written there. It just seems like an interesting reminder. Talk us about that, and is it something, obviously, that a mantra that is pertinent for you every day?
For sure. I feel like every kid's got their own journey, and mine's been a little bit different for sure. I feel like instead of going the college route, I went the pro route, and it's about staying patient. Obviously the first year didn't really play much, second year sort of the same thing, and then just waited for my opportunity, stayed patient, and it all sort of came together for me at that one point.
What was the catalyst behind inking it to your skin if you can't remember it every day?
Yeah, I feel like it's just, once you get your first tattoo, you sort of want to keep going. So at that point, it was just, whatever I could find that sort of means something to me, just put it on my body.
Yeah, so when did you get that?
That would have been this off-season.
Yeah, right. And do you other than the artistic value of it, it's very nice. Do you look in the mirror? I mean, sort of why? I mean, I'm just wondering what the backstory to it all. I mean, it's obviously a word that means a lot to you in terms of your journey. Yeah,
I feel like it's all sort of my tattoos, and it might keep growing, but it's just things to remind me of everyday things that I want to go about and stuff. So it definitely means something to me.
Luke, you've been around the United guys for a good number of weeks now. What have you learnt from a Daly, from a Shelley, from a Ian Clark? Have you seen little things? Is there anything you can put your finger on, like, geez, that's actually, I've taken that,
Yeah, I feel like Daly's a good one for it. Obviously, that last weekend, it was pretty doubtful for the game, but he just rolled in and did what he could to get ready for the game, and obviously showed up, and from the get-go, he got the ball and went downhill from the first possession. So I feel like those type of things, just the way that they roll in every day, and take care of their bodies, and get what they need, it's a good one for me.
Are these games against the Wildcats one that you maybe circle in the calendar you like coming up against your old side?
I mean, maybe the first one just because we were playing in Perth and it was my first time to, play in front of family and friends for a long time. So, yeah, definitely the first one, but I wouldn't say so much these ones. But, I mean, it is for the open air game, but if it was against anyone else, it'd still be circled.
And obviously the team's flying, you're on top of the ladder. In terms of peaking at the right time, how much is there's still a couple of months to go in the regular season? How important is it not to peak too early? I mean, Perth, a perfect example. They've started slow, but they're building now.
Yeah, it's important, but I feel like we're still getting better every day. So obviously you're still seeing that we're now taking care of games by 30, but also a little bit closer as well. So it's just about getting better every day, and we're doing a good job of that. Whether it's playing harder or certain executions that we have to get down and really fix. So we're doing a good job of that, and hopefully it just keeps going.
Luke, we saw last weekend DJ Vasiljevic got a bit of a cramp and had a courtside fan help out. How would you take it if you had a bit of assistance courtside?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've never really been in that situation, never been a person to cramp too much, but yeah, any help you can get is definitely handy. But yeah, you just sort of leave it to the professionals.
Are you a basketball nerd? Obviously you love the game. Did you live and breathe it? Did you watch it when you're not playing it, other than obviously film for upcoming games?
Yeah, I've tried to narrow it down a little bit more, but yeah, find myself just getting back to it, playing a lot of NBA 2K on PlayStation, watching NBA, NBL whenever. So yeah, I've been trying to fix it a little bit just because I feel like you don't want to outdo yourself. But yeah, it's pretty hard not to.
Yeah, and when you are watching, an NBA game, for example, you're watching watching it differently since you might be playing it in sort of 6-8 months' time.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that's definitely changed over the last year or so. Just like coverages and all that stuff, you just sort of watch it a little bit more carefully. But yeah, it's only happened over the last couple of years. Obviously, when you're a little bit younger, you're just kind of watching it as a fan. So, but yeah, now sort of looking a little bit closely.
And when you do watch it, you obviously think, I belong, and is that the sort of the thinking that you're watching and go, geez, I'm as good as these guys?
Yeah, and I feel like that would be for a lot of people in this building as well. I feel like a lot of guys feel like they could probably play in the NBA as well. So yeah, you sort of pinch yourself at that that you could probably do it, but yeah, you just got to wait your turn.